of the Constitution, Mr. Speaker. Responsibilities of leadership. This is chapter 6. Authority assigned to a state officer is a public trust to be exercised in a manner that is consistent with the purposes and objectives of the Constitution, demonstrate respect for other people. Did you see it there? It was not there. Brings honor to the nation and dignity to that office. This one is even embarrassing the office of the governor. Promotes public confidence in the integrity of the office and vests the state officer the responsibility to serve the people rather than the power to rule them. What you saw there is the governor breaking chapter 6 on the responsibilities of a leader, of a state officer. She is demonstrating herself to be a ruler, not a leader. She is behaving like a medieval queen of England in 1600s by requiring someone to go before her and apologize. She was almost asking him to kneel before her and go down before her and beg her for mercy. She was even putting the honorable minority leader at risk by inciting the public against him. Mr. Speaker, this behavior continues. Most of the members of this House will not be safe anywhere in this country with these incitements, Mr. Speaker, to the members of the public. You will be sitting in barazas and members of this, they will be discussing how to chop the hands of the members of this House, Mr. Speaker, if they disagree with the governor, Mr. Speaker, who is behaving as a ruler. And we cannot sit here as the members of this House, yet we have been given the power by the Constitution to hold the governor to account, to do oversight. Impeachment is a tool of oversight, Mr. Speaker, to be used sparingly. Mr. Speaker, we sat down. I personally sat down and started documenting the wrongs of the governor. I was asking myself, when will she stop? I thought, Mr. Speaker, she is going to change and stop breaking the law, Mr. Speaker. When I realized she is not going to stop, Mr. Speaker, I was forced to bring the motion to this House. And Mr. Speaker, I know that the governor is not about to stop breaking the law. She's not conscious that the law exists. She doesn't care. She thinks she is in the Banana Republic. Mr. Speaker, this is the Republic of Kenya. And this Honorable House is like a sitting of a court of law. And I beg this Honorable House, Mr. Speaker, to reward the governor with a punishment so that the governors who come after her, Mr. Speaker, can learn that there are laws that exist and can behave within the law, Mr. Speaker. Can, Mr. Speaker, treat other leaders with respect. She broke Article 75 of the Constitution, the conduct of state officers. This is chapter 6. A state officer shall behave, whether in public or official life, in private life, or in association with other persons, in a manner that avoids any conflict between personal interests or public or official duties, compromising any public official interest in favor of personal interest, demeaning the officer once holds. And Mr. Speaker, if you go anywhere in this country and say you are from Meru County, people will start laughing. The office of the governor has been demeaned, Mr. Speaker. People of this county cannot go outside this county and say, Mr. Speaker, we've come from the county of Governor Nimama. People are wondering whether we are tolerant to the kind of lawlessness that is going on in this county. And Mr. Speaker, the Constitution is very specific about the punishment for these behaviors. Part 2. A person who contravenes Class 1 of Article 76, 77, or 78(2) shall be subject to the applicable disciplinary procedure for the relevant office and may, in accordance with the disciplinary procedure referred to in paragraph A, be dismissed or otherwise removed from office. A person who has been dismissed or otherwise removed from office for a contravention of the provisions specified in Clause 2 is disqualified from holding any other state office. This is why the governors who have gone through, whose impeachments have gone through, like Waititu, Sonko, have not been able to come back to public office. Therefore, I want to urge this Honorable House. Since the governor has not demonstrated integrity in leadership, has broken Chapter 6 of the Constitution, with this very act, Mr. Speaker, ought to be held culpable and responsible of our acts. Mr. Speaker, as I close the argument on that section, Mr. Speaker, the Public Officer Ethics Act of 2003 provides It's the Leadership and Integrity Act, sorry, Mr. Speaker, of 2012 that provides, 34, provides that